Ready to go back to green flag racing. Jansen, who started on the pole in the 11. He'll restart on the inside of row number 2. Next to him, the X of Tyler Schlumbaum, who started in 7th. The green flag is out and we are back underway in a spin at the start of the race. 2 cars getting together. Green flag stays out as both cars able to continue on towards the back of the field. Gilbranson and Schlumbaum. Schlumbaum in the 2nd spot as Gilbranson continues on now with 13 laps down and 2 laps to go. Dustin Gilbranson, he'll hit the white flag with 1 more lap to go. Schlumbaum in the 2nd position as they come by the start-finish line, trying to hold on for that win. He's got a pretty good distance there on Schlumbaum as he comes out of turn 2. Down the backstretch into turn 3, out of turn number 4. Here he comes, your winner for the USRA Cook Racing Supplies Hobby Stocks will be the number 6 of Dustin Gilbranson. Dustin Gilbranson takes the win from Sioux Falls, South Dakota in the USRA Racing Supply Hobby Stocks here at I-35 Speedway on night number 1. Into turn 3. Looking for the green flag from Mike Schrader. They get it. The green flag is out and the race is on. Chris Jackson with the early lead coming into turn number 1. Keller looking to the outside. Cars 2 by 2, side by side, sometimes 3 wide through the middle of the pack. Andy Bryant back there in the middle of that traffic jam trying to get through, as well as Patrick Royalty. Keller has a host of cars just behind him, but it's Chris Jackson showing the way at the front of the field for this 20-lap feature event. 3 wide coming out of turn number 3, coming into turn number 3. Galvin trying to make his way up into that spot, into position number 4. Jackson continues to show the way, side by side for 3rd. Now Galvin moving up into position 3 as they come down the backstretch and into turn 3. Galvin in the 0 car. McCowan just behind Galvin. Keller in position 2. Jackson really pulls to a decent lead up front. He's got about 4 or 5 car lengths as the battle continues on for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th coming down the front stretch. Striegel, and now here comes Galvin. Striegel in position 3 in the 17. Sets his sights on Keller as Jackson continues to lead, completing lap number 5 of 20 with 15 to go. Keller, Striegel, Galvin, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It's Jackson now with about a turn car lead. Caution flag as a car to the high side of turn number 2 brings out the caution flag on lap number 6.
Sunday on the top of turn number 2.
All right, yeah, just out of breath. I'm an old man. I have row number 4. Jackson trying to hold on to a host of very fast race cars with 15 laps to go. Mike Schrader looks him over. The green flag is out and the race is back underway. Jackson again continue to lead. Keller looks to the outside of Striegel. Side by side for 2nd as they come out of the backstretch. It's going to be Keller, Striegel. Striegel back to the inside of Keller's again, side by side for 2nd as the field 2 by 2 throughout the pack, sometimes 3 wide. Look at him, 3 wide down the middle of the front stretch. Royalty trying to thread his way through that giant traffic jam, able to get his way up near, almost near Bryant, and now a spin in turn number 3 in a car with a banking in turn 3 as well. Clancy. Jackson again trying to hold on to the lead from Lebanon, Missouri. 7 laps down with 13 to go. Green flag is out and we are back underway. Striegel and Keller again, side by side. Bryant trying to make his way 3 wide down the backstretch with that group. Backs off a little bit, can't get the inside groove. Jackson continues to lead, pulls ahead by a couple of car lengths. Now Keller moves up. Here comes the 0. Galvin as well. Chase Galvin in the 0 car. He's right behind Keller, trying to decide which way to go. And then here comes the 28 of Bryant. And the caution flag comes out for contact. 3 cars get together in turn number 1. Lights out around the track as we get ready to go back to green flag racing. 8 laps down with 12 to go. Chris Jackson from Lebanon, Missouri in the 65 car takes him through turn number 3, through 4. Green flag is out and we're back underway. Striegel, Keller right behind him. Striegel on the inside, Keller on the outside of 2. Here comes Bryant making it 3 wide. Backs off a little bit instead. Bryant in the 28 car, trying to get up towards that front of that field with laps clicking down. Meanwhile, Jackson continues to lead. Bryant with some pressure on Galvin, moves to his inside. Galvin in the 0 car. Bryant to the 28 on the inside of Galvin. Now 3 wide for that spot. Keller and Striegel still side by side for second. Meanwhile, Jackson is checked out on the field. Royalty trying to thread his way through the back of the pack as well. And the caution flag comes out. Halfway down, 10 laps to go. Jackson trying to hold on. Andy Bryant has made his way up through the pack. Getting ready for the green flag. The green flag is out and we're back underway. In that side-by-side battle through the rest of the field as Keller tries to hold off the group behind him. Bryant now threads his way through. 3 wide now, back for that 4th position. Bryant now inside of Chase Galvin as that battle continues. Keller and Striegel for that 2nd spot. Meanwhile, your leader, Chris Jackson, continues to pull away. Striegel and Keller, Galvin and Bryant. They're 2 by 2, side by side. Now Keller is able to pull away. Striegel right behind him. Keller continues to show the way up front as they complete lap number 12. Bryant looks to the inside of Striegel. Can't make it happen. Galvin right up there. He'll look to the outside of Striegel. He can't make that happen either. Striegel now looks to the inside of Keller. Meanwhile, your leader is checked out. Chris Jackson has moved away from the rest of the field. Andy Bryant trying desperately to get up past Striegel. Can't do so far. Still 2 by 2. Now Bryant moves to the inside of Striegel for position 3. Striegel motors through it a bit more, able to get that momentum coming through the corner. Bryant gets his way back in it. Still side by side. Bryant and Galvin. Jackson still running away from the field. Keller in the 2nd spot. Striegel in position 2. Galvin in the 0 car. 28 of Bryant side by side. Bryant moves to the inside of Striegel. Bryant now looks to the inside of Keller. It's nearly a 3 wide battle for second. Here comes Bryant to the inside, not able to do it. Striegel makes it past Keller to second. Now Galvin and Bryant try to split Keller as well, coming out of 4. Jackson now with 4 laps remaining. Striegel made his way up into 2nd place. Keller in 3rd, side by side between Galvin and Bryant. Meanwhile, Chris Jackson from Lebanon, Missouri has said goodbye and has a different zip code coming out of turn number 2. And it looks like Patrick Royalty has pulled off the track in turn 3 and going to the pit area. 49 car is done for the night. Lap 17, here we go. Jackson, right by the start-finish line. Again, Bryant now side by side with Keller as he battles for third. Bryant inside the 7 car. Bryant the 28. Striegel now comfortably in second. Your leader takes the white flag. Chris Jackson with 1 more lap to go. Striegel a little bit higher this time, coming out of turn number 4. Here comes Bryant to the inside of Keller, looking for that third spot. Your leader takes him out of turn number 4. Here he is, Chris Jackson, who'll get the win for the out-of-pace USRA B-Mods on night number 1. And the 7 car of Keller pulls way to the top side. Striegel able to get second, followed by Bryant. As Keller ends up in the 5th position with Galvin just behind him. But the win had a hard-fought battle up front. What tell us about that race tonight?
Yeah, it was a good one. Nice and smooth up front there. Really pretty racy track. First time here, really liking it.
Now, you were in a different zip code there towards the end of that race, so running up front. Did you think there's anybody challenging you behind you too close?
You know, it seems like I always think I hear somebody, but I really try not to focus on that. Try to look ahead and you know, keep hitting my marks.
All right, Chris. Well, congratulations tonight, and hope you will see you in victory lane here. Got 2 more nights to go.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's hear it for Chris Jackson, your winner of the Outpace USRA B-Mods here on night number 1. There was 6 feature victories here at I-35 Speedway. Peter showed his hand on that first start. Let's see what he does now in the 05. Clancy takes the green flag. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're back underway. 20-lap feature event. Peter again takes the lead out of turn number 2. 3 wide battle for second down the backstretch. Shields in that 42 trying to make his way up through that group. Very fast car now up into third. Peter again in the lead. Peter with the lead down the backstretch into turn number 3. Peter now with about 2 or 3 car length lead as he comes down the start-finish line. Steve Jackson in the 2J from Polk City, Iowa in the 2nd spot. In a 3 and 4 wide battle towards the middle of the pack as Heater continues to show the way through 3 and 4. Heater with 3 laps down and 17 to go up front. Heater won the Gary Davis Memorial Race earlier this year, showing the way up front in the 05 car. 3 wide battle towards the back of the pack, or towards the middle of the pack there in the 5th position as they come down the front stretch. Several cars nearly getting together down the front stretch. Again, now Mitch Holmden in the 15 car. Able to continue on as Holmden, who won his heat race, trying to move up through the pack in the middle of the group. 42T getting split of Tim Shields as he moves back a little further. Heater now about 6 car lengths in the lead. Steve Jackson a distant second as they come to the start-finish line to complete lap number 6 with 14 laps remaining. Heater taking the high line through 3 and 4 as the track's starting to slick off just a little bit in that middle groove. Jackson. And at the 21 just behind them, Chad Clancy in 3rd, trying to catch up to Jackson. So far, Heater really showing his way with a commanding lead up front. Jackson, and then the 21 of Chad Clancy. The 14 of Todd Staley in the 4th position. About equidistant. Staley trying to pull up and make the pass. And a spin down the backstretch will bring out the caution. Let's see if they're able to continue or if they have to bring out the caution flag here on lap number 9. And it looks like the caution flag will come out. Oh, yeah, sorry. Great. to hold on to now to get that win on night number 1. 11 laps to go. Heater takes the green flag, and we're back underway.
Heater gets the good jump. He leads the field, and that's number 1. It's going to be Chad Clancy that has the advantage over Steve Jackson, but Jackson's going to use the high side. Now Dylan Anderson, he just gets that right rear over the berm, and he's going to lose several positions down the back straight with a little contact between him and Tim Shields. But off of turn number 4, lap number 1 of the restart, lap number 10 of the race, still 0.05 of Brett Heater.
Jackson trying to hang on to that second spot. Heater pulls away about 3 car lengths. And a good battle going on for the rest of the field back there in the 5th position. And a huge traffic jam in the middle of the pack, going 2 and 3 wide as they continue on here halfway down with 10 laps to go as Heater continues on with the lead. Now 11 laps in and 9 laps remaining.
Brett Heater already opened it up to about a 7-car length lead over between Steve Jackson. Chad Clancy runs 3rd, Todd Staley 4th. Mitch Hubden is moving his way up to that 5th position. Staley looks to get a run down the back straightaway. He's about a half-car length up to the back bumper of the 21 for Chad Clancy.
Staley looks to the inside of Clancy. That's the best battle going on right now towards the front of the pack. Couldn't get the pass this time by. Look to the inside, not able to make that happen. Heater with the lead so far up front. Again, Staley looks to the inside, has a bumper on. Clancy not able to make the pass. Looks to the bumper inside again, trying to take that inside line. Both of them take the cushion this time, but it's Heater again showing the way up front. As again, Staley looks to the inside of Clancy coming down the front stretch.
That time he almost got a quarter of a mile on 21 of Chad Clancy, but Clancy goes back to the top side this time to drive away a little bit off a turn to number 2. So it's Clancy 3rd, Staley 4th. They got a little bit of distance before they get back to the 15 of Mitch Hubden.
Again, Heater showing the way. He's got about 5 car lengths in front of the 2 of Jackson. Continuing on, Clancy, and then it's Staley in the 4th position. The rest of the pack struggling to get through the traffic jam in the middle of the group. And again, Heater has got about 6 car lengths running the top side of the track on the cushion as he comes out of turn number 4. He'll complete lap number 15 with 5 to go.
The 44 of Dylan Anderson on that restart went over the berm. He fell back to about 10 places. Now battling back for that 7th place position. That's that 44 car. He's working all the way up to the top side of the racetrack. It's a little bit bumpy up there. He's working through it nicely. He's working his way back up. Currently sits in the 7th position.
Clancy and Staley more evenly spaced right now. Clancy in the 3rd position, Staley in the 4th spot. Meanwhile, Jackson holds on to 2nd. And up front, Brett Heater continues to show the way out of turn number 1 with 4 laps remaining. Will he have traffic coming up in front of him before he completes this race? Running the top side of that berm. Here he comes out, and it looks like a car to the top side. Let's see if they're able to continue out of turn number 2, and the caution flag will come out. So Brett Heater's lead again will be diminished as the caution flag comes out with 3 laps remaining here in the Holly USRA Stock Car E-Main. High side. He'll take him out in turn number 4. Dives low. The green flag is out, and we're back underway.
Brett Heater gets a good restart. The rest of the field a little scramble back there behind him. We're going to try 3 wide. It's Tim Shields that looks to the bottom of Mitch Hubden. And that's going to put him 3 wide off of turn number 2, but it's the 23 car of Braden Jared that's now moved into the 4th position. He's looking for more. He's going to the bottom of the racetrack, but Staley's going to work back around the top side. The 23 gets appointed off of turn number 1. It's Chad Clancy that hangs on to 3rd in turn number 1.
Jackson holding on to that 2nd spot. Again, Heater checks out on the field by about 4 car lengths in front of Jackson. Jackson about 4 car lengths or 5, as well as we have a caution flag with several cars being collected, including Donaldson in the 28 car. The 111 has been collected. Butch Bailey as well from Novelty, Missouri, and a couple of others over there in turn number 1.
It was Steve Herrick in the 5K that went around to start that, and that collects a host of other race car drivers. The 111 of Butch Bailey and the 28.
Heater quickly through 3, looking for the green flag from Mike Schrader. Schrader looks him over. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're back underway.
This time, Brett Heater doesn't get away quite as easily, but he does clear into turn number 1. He goes right back to the cushion. Jackson going to go to the top side as well as Clancy. And here comes Todd Staley. He's going to take back 4th. He's looking for more down the back straightaway. He's to the inside of Chad Clancy. Staley's going to work the bottom. Clancy's going to work up at the top shelf and off of turn number 4. Lap number 1 of the restart. Lap number 19 of the race. The white flag is out. Brett Heater's got one more time around I-35 Speedway.
Brett Heater with the lead. Here he comes out in turn number 2. He's got a lot of cars behind him. He's got some distance on Jackson. Heater takes it through 3. Jackson looking, tries to dive down, thinks about it. The checkered flag comes out. Here he comes. It's going to be Brett Heater as a couple of cars get collected inside turn number 4. 3 wide battle for for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position as they came through, and a car spinning in turn number 2 as the caution has already come out as the race ended. Several cars collected in 3 and 4 there, Jacob.
Gilmore and Gustin, your front row, the roll off of turn number 4, and we are modified racing at I-35 Speedway Thursday night at the Nationals. It's even in turn number 1. Gilmore's going to drive to the bottom. Gustin's going to go to the top. Gilmore will slide up in front of Ryan Gustin. Your leader off of turn number 2 is the 33 of Ryan Gilmore.
Gilmore right in that group, and here comes the 29 car. He's moved his way up into 3rd. Side-by-side battle for the lead as they come out of turn number 4, and it's going to be a lead change up towards the front, but here comes a 33 car right back to the inside is Gilmore. Tries to take the lead back, not able to do so this time by out of turn 2.
It's Ryan Gustin, your leader, as we've got one around in turn number 1. That's the 21T of Lance Town, and that'll bring out the first caution of the USRA modified feature.
Good battle there between Gustin and Gilmore as those guys are running back and forth, and you got to look for mid-out now with the restart here with these guys running. And also, again, as we said, the 29 car right there with them, Dennis Elliott with 8 feature victories at this track so far this season.
And that's the 78 of Derek Hicks that right now sits inside the top 5. The 53 of Ronnie Woods back there in 6th. Rodney Sanders in 7th. Troy Taylor in 8th. Really, other than your front 2 guys, the field really stayed even and where they started in those that first lap. But it was Ryan Gustin that took the lead away from Ryan Gilmore over there in 3 and 4. He'll be your leader when we go back to green.
So we get ready to reset them side by side. 1 lap down in this 20-lap feature event, or a final race for first night racing here at the USRA Nationals. USRA Modifieds with 1 lap in and 19 laps to go. This is going to go 1 lap down in this 20-lap feature event for the USRA Modifieds.
It's Gustin out front. Back there in 9th, Darren Fuquay's already picked up 3 competitors, so he's moving through the field quickly, but Gustin leads the field back to green. He's going to get good restart. He's going to bring Ryan Gilmore with him. Ryan Middall's in 3rd. Your first battle back there for 4th. Elliott's on the bottom. Derek Hicks is going to go to the top, but off of turn number 2, Ryan Gustin drives away as Ryan Middaugh. He slips up as he makes contact with the 78 of Derek Hicks. Everyone stays straight as it's now Dennis Elliott and Derek Hicks battling for 3rd. Give it to Elliott at the line, but your leader, lap number 1 of the restart's the 19 of Ryan Gustin.
Hicks right up there trying to maintain that 4th spot. He's got Elliott right in front of him, but up front it's the 19 of Gustin who continues to show the way now. 3 or 4 car lengths in front, and it looks like we've got a spin inside of turn number 2, able to keep it going. The green flag remains out as Gustin come by to complete lap number 3.
That's the 71 of Jim Bodie, who's now come to a stop over there in turn number 2, and that'll bring out another caution here at I-35 Speedway.
He might be able to go ahead and motor by, but apparently the thing shut off, and now he's got the caution flag. And so again, for Gustin, this is a leader. You don't want to see those caution flags come out when your car is running quick. It looks like the 33 car may have pulled off there on the backstretch there into the pit area. But the 33 car may have pulled off of Gilmore. So Gilmore, who was running right up there in the top 3, has pulled off the track. So very unusual move there. Not sure if something happened with the car, maybe a tire. We didn't see what happened with that, but he definitely pulled off the track. So Gilmore in the 33 car, who started there on the pole in the 33.66 from Springfield, Missouri, has pulled off the track here on lap number 3. Will lead him coming down the backstretch. Goes very slow. We see him, Jacob. He starts up really high and then diamonds down. That's pretty much what we see for most of these guys. He's going to do the same thing here as he starts up high, goes low. Green flag is out. We're back underway.
And what that does is that allows you to get a straight launch off of turn number 4 and shoot out to about a 4-car length lead. And Gustin does that as well. Here's the battle's going to be for 2nd. It's going to be Fuquay, and then the 87, Elliott, and the 29. Elliott down low is Austin Johnson in the wall hard. Back further in the pack, we stay green out on the racetrack. The lap number 1 of the restart, lap number 4 of the race. We'll go to the 19 of Ryan Gustin.
And again, it's Elliott on the inside, Fuquay on the outside. Fuquay able to move down a little bit and pinch off Elliott, but not able to do so as he comes out of turn number 2. Elliott with some momentum, and Fuquay going to the high side. Elliott, who likes to run the low line side by side for 2nd as they come by to complete lap number 5 with Gustin still in the lead.
This time, Darren Fuquay in the 87 clears Dennis Elliott, and he drives straight to the bottom of the racetrack. So now the 87 of Fuquay can try to chase down the 19 of Ryan Gustin. Elliott back to 3rd. Rodney Sanders, he runs in that 4th position. Ryan Middaugh runs 5th. Derek Hicks runs in the 6th position as we're 6 laps in, 14 to go.
Fuquay is now using that lower line to try to get that shorter distance, see if he keeps that momentum as he sets his sights on the leader, Ryan Gustin. Gustin now 1 or 2 car lengths in front. Fuquay trying to mow him down with about 13 laps remaining. Gustin using the inside line now, blocking a little bit, not trying to block right in front of him, but keeping that lower line right along with Fuquay as they continue 1-2 into turn number 3.
So off of turn number 4, the 87 of Darren Fuquay started to close the gap a little bit. He's picking off about a half car length right now per lap. He's reeling in the 19 of Ryan Gustin. You can see the difference between him and the 29 of Dennis Elliott. Rodney Sanders runs 4th. Ryan Middaugh still 5th. The battle's going to be for 6th with Mike Striegel, Josh Angst, and Derek Hicks. They're going at it back there for that 6th position. As the 99 of Angst works the bottom, Hicks works the middle. Striegel's going to work the top. They're going to think about 3 wide off of turn 4. Striegel, he slips up a little bit, and at the line is too close to call for that 6th position.
Fuquay trying to make up that distance, closes up a couple of car lengths. Looks like the leader may have some lap traffic coming up in a few laps. We're about halfway down, and right about now, we're halfway there. So it's going to be halfway for Gustin. He'll have lap traffic coming up in about a lap or 2. We'll see how he's able to negotiate with Fuquay right behind him as they head into turn 3.
As Angst in the 99 car, he cleared for the 6th position, moved Derek Hicks back into the 7th position. Is now Cody Simpson in the 81 car. He's working his way through the field. He's gotten by the 17 of Mike Striegel. And look, as Ryan Gilmore has made it back out onto the racetrack, and he's working his way back through the field. Is back up there for 3rd. Rodney Sanders, he's moved under the 29 of Dennis Elliott, so moved the 20 car up to 3rd.
Gustin now in lap traffic as he makes his way by in turn number 1. Now I have a host of cars in front of him with a lot of lap cars ready to take on in front of him. Let's see if Fuquay can make up a distance here with 1 or 2 car lengths. So far, Fuquay not able to do so. Now the leader getting held up a little bit there as it looks like he's able to do so. Maybe a car up there in turn number 4. Here we go as they come out of turn number 2. Your leader still Gustin.
And the yellow will be for the 97 of Houston Johnson. Stopped over there in turn number 4. Tried to get off of the racetrack. Couldn't get all the way off of the racetrack. So that'll bring out the caution. And Ryan Gustin and Darren Fuquay, the distance between those two kind of stabilized. And now Fuquay will be right on the back bumper of Gustin for the
here for a lot of victories at I-35 Speedway. So nevertheless, here we go. Gustin on the row 1 alone. Again, we'll see him diamond down from the top of the banking to the bottom. We'll see if Fuquay was able to readjust the seat. If he's able to do it, he pinches him off, and here we go. Green flag is out, and we're back underway with 7 laps remaining.
Gustin will get about a car length and a half in a turn. Number 1, he's going to bring Darren Fuquay with him. Gustin goes to the bottom. Fuquay there as well. As now Ryan Middaugh, he has trouble. Mike Striegel's around in front of the field. He keeps that car fired. We will stay green out on the racetrack for now, and off of turn 4, it's still Ryan Gustin out front, and he is already driven away from the 87 of Darren Fuquay.
And it does look like that caution flag will fly there inside for turn. Fuquay, who's the points leader in the USRA modifieds right now. Nationally, he looks at trying to get the win, but right now Gustin has other ideas. The green flag comes out, and we are back underway.
And this time Darren Fuquay doesn't get the best start. We are 3 wide for 2nd. Rodney Sanders, Darren Fuquay, Dennis Elliott. We're still 3 wide off of turn number 2, and it's going to be Dennis Elliott that gets the drive down the back straightaway to move the 29 car into 2nd. Fuquay is going to try to battle back on the top side. He's going to catch the cushion. Elliott will slide up. Fuquay crosses over. Sanders down there on the bottom as well. And back to 2nd to the 87 of Darren Fuquay.
And it looks like we got a spin coming out of turn number 3 in the inside line. We'll see if they're able to refire. No, and it looks like the caution flag will come out. So the caution flag comes out here on lap number 15. And unfortunately, with 5 laps remaining, again, boy, what a battle that was between Fuquay and Sanders and the 29 car also of Dennis Elliott. And as you saw Fuquay, it looked like he got a little high on the high side, bobbled around a little bit. Looks like he was going to lose that momentum, and he had a 2 and 3 wide battle back there. And then all of a sudden, Fuquay battles to the inside, saw that hole going on, and all of a sudden, Elliott's relegated back to the 3rd or 4th position, and now sits in the 4th spot as he was up there in the 2nd and 3rd position. So, boy, a big battle going on there in the 20 car right there with them of Sanders putting on a good battle as well. From Marshalltown, Iowa, and the 19R in the lead. Fuquay right behind him. He's going to dive down in the middle, into the bottom, by the apron. Gustin able to pinch him off. Here we go. Green flag is out and we're back underway.
So it's Ryan Gustin out front. Darren Fuqua goes to the top side of the racetrack. May have found something up there as Rodney Sanders runs second. Dennis Elliott third. And here comes Ryan Gilmore. After he pulled off the racetrack early, he is now battling back, trying to work his way into the top 5. But here comes Fuqua. He's now all over the back bumper of Ryan Gustin into turn number 1.
Fuqua goes to the top of the track using that cushion, trying to get that momentum as he puts some heavy pressure on Gustin as they come around. They're side by side for the lead as they come out of turn number 4. Gustin able to motor out of it, but Fuqua using that high line, trying to get the lead. He'll do it again, riding that cushion on the top side, trying to get the momentum desperately as he comes out of turn number 2.
The cushion's got some character tonight, but if you can hit it right, you can get a lot of speed. If you hit it wrong, you'll lose a lot of speed. As now Gustin, he will slide up. Here comes the crossover from Fuqua. We're going to be door-to-door down the front straight away. It's still Gustin at the line, but Fuqua drives into turn number 1. He'll try to get that car on the bottom, get the drive off, but Gustin, he will shoot around the top side. He's still your leader down the back straight away.
2 laps remain. White flag will come out this time. Will Gustin able to hold off Fuqua? Fuqua desperately trying on the outside. Gustin trying to hold him off on the inside. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go.
Ryan Gustin goes back to the bottom. Darren Fuqua is going to work around the cushion. He's going to try to get a run off. Gustin stuck in the slick stuff, and here comes Fuqua. He's worked to the inside. He's going to work the bottom. As Gustin goes to the top, it's going to be a drag race off of turn number 4, and at the line, give it to Ryan Gustin in the 19 car.
Wow, Fuqua ends up second, right behind him, with Sanders in the 20 car in third. Boy, what a great race that was between those 2 competitors. Very clean between Gustin and Fuqua, but it was Gustin who gets the victory here at I-35 Speedway.
And Rodney Sanders in the 20 car drove up to third. Ryan Gilmore, after going to the back of the field for an issue, went to hot lane, drives back up to the 4th position, and then it's the 29 of Dennis Elliott that rounds out your top 5.
All right, let me go get it. Gustin here with the host of others, and Ryan, what a run that was. We were like tired of seeing the color yellow coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yellow after yellow there, but that's how it goes. I got some guys racing hard for position back there too. I think we had a pretty good car for them. Cautions kept coming out. We had some older tires on them. They were going away pretty quick.
Tell us about that battle towards the end of that race and that final restart with Darren Fuqua. You guys were side by side, battling back and forth. It was just pretty exciting. Dan looked like he pulled up next to you and gave you a thumbs up for that win.
Yeah, it was. It got pretty dicey there at the end. It was wild. We were hitting them holes, and I was pushing, and the bottom was going away. Tires were going away. It was a heck of a race there at the end.
How's it feel to get that win on night number 1?
It feels good. Hopefully we can get 2 more.
All right. Well, thank you, Ryan. Congratulations on your victory tonight. Hopefully you'll see you in victory lane. We got 2 more to go.
Thank you.
All right. How about a big hand for Ryan Gustin, your winner of USRA Modifieds here on night number 1 at I-35 Speedway for the USRA Nationals.